Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of my Mega Metagross Suspect test run. Today we're going to be using this Serperior plus Greninja team that Tank Mon X passed me. Protein Greninja with sub Seed Serperior. Haven't used this in a long time. Love this Mon though. With Shift Gear, Magearna. I made a few edits though. It had an Aura Sphere. I made it Focus Blast because I like the extra power, especially if the team is designed around Serperior doing some work, because the entire team can hit Heat Ram. Speaking of which, we have Landers, of course, Scarf Dug Trio, which we're going to go hard in when they go Vocal Run. Now we can't go hard in that. And then we have Whirlpool Tapu Bulu, which is pretty cool because what you do is if Toxapex comes in, you Whirlpool it, you taunt Nature's Madness, and then you go hard Dug Trio on the Scald during the misty terrain. Can't get burnt, and Earthquake knocks it out. But I did make it Jolly Dug Trio because I don't like Adamant Dug Trio on Scarf if they have like a Scarfer that's faster than me, like Keldeo or something. I would suck to lose to a mon like that. Not just specifically Keldeo, but in general. So we're going to look for some battles. Hopefully we can get some good games, and we got one right away. Ooh, this guy's team. This guy has a team. How much speed am I on this? Not enough. Definitely not enough. Alright, so I want to lead off with my my Landers and actually just... I feel like hard U-turning immediately. I really do. I feel like hard U-turning immediately. He should know that I am not Choice Scarf. Though, to be fair, I feel like Dokshir's going to put in a lot of work versus him. I want to just rocks. I want to just rocks. I'm rocking. I don't care, yeah. I'm rocking. Last time I played this guy, I remember I didn't get up any hazards versus him, and I regret it. So I definitely think that rocking was the best play there, being able to punish all his switches. He does go out in Skarmory, and what I will do is just U-turn out into my Greninja. Yeah, but we should be able to U-turn out into Greninja, and I kind of just want a bunch of spikes up. I'm not gonna lie, I really do want a bunch of spikes up. But at the same time, he doesn't have good Greninja switch-ins anyway, so I don't see a problem with going for Dark Pulse. I could go for the Protein HP Fire if I had it. I don't, but if I had it, I could have. I'm just saying, if I had it, I could. Actually, I think Hydro Pump is actually the best play because it doesn't. One, it Oko Skarmory, and two, it hits everything, as well as not giving me. I'm still Water type and whatnot, so something like his own Greninja couldn't. If I went for Dark Pulse, he could have went for Hydro Pump. Then again, he could still go for Dark Pulse here. There's a few things this guy could do. U-turn is definitely a play my opponent could make. I'm just gonna go hard Dougie. We're going hard Dougie right here. We're going all in. I did limit this guy to Stealth Rock this time though, and last time his Skarmory gave me problems. Mimikyu is going to be an issue, same thing with Garchomp, especially like Metachamp. Basically, these... Where are you going, bro? This core, or these physically offensive Pokemon all pressure Landers, but I also have Tapu Bulu to help deal with them. Though it could be Z-move on the... it could be Z-move on the set. I believe he's Magnet Coco as well. Yeah, I believe it could be Magnet Coco. Because I didn't see any, besides the Rocky Helmet, I didn't see any Life Orbs, so I'm assuming he's Magnet Coco. I mean, this game might just be over. That might just be the whole game right here. I'll be okay with that. I'll take the points. I wish Serperior was faster than Greninja. Okay, imagine if Serperior was that fast. Serperior in itself is a really good mon, but if it was faster, oof. But yeah, let's say he goes for Thunderbolt here and I do end up trapping him. That's great. Because one, Dugtrio does live an HP Ice, if I'm not mistaken. An HP Ice from full, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he goes right for Thunderbolt. Unless he shook a berry, he should not be able to live this Earthquake. Nice, so we get rid of Tapu Koko, which is something that would have always forced out my Greninja. Metacham can come out if it wants to. It should come out, actually. I go Metacham here. Yeah, but Shift Gear... Magearna is looking really good. I kind of don't like running Flash Cannon on it. I'd rather have Bolt Beam, Focus Blast. But yeah, this Mon comes out. He can go right for... I should mod check this. Forgot. Oh, it's already set. Okay, so that's what I did do. Why did I put mod chat instead of mod sync? Duck Trio is good, depending on the Greninja set. I don't remember. I think it was Battle Bond Greninja though. He might just auto Ice Punch, so I'd rather just go for Earthquake here. Yeah, figured he might auto Ice Punch. And what this allows me to do is go right to Greninja and just claim my kill with the Dark Pulse. Or at least get out massive damage, so I don't have to worry about Metacham anymore. It's Fake Out and whatnot. And he has no Dark Resist outside of Greninja, but Greninja is not a Greninja switching, I want to say. I don't think Greninja's a Greninja switching. He even lets me bust the disguise on Mimikyu, which I will gladly take. I will gladly take. And how much Spike isn't going to be doing enough. I will go Lando, get off the Intimidate, also get the Rocky Helmet off on this Mimikyu. If he wants to SD, that's fair. As he goes right for Play Rough, nice. And he does not have an Earthquake switching at all, so we will go right for that. SD's up though. But yeah, you don't have an Earthquake switching, so this is definitely my best play. Yeah, so like I said, I played this guy before and he actually ended up beating me, but I definitely adapted to how he played. Then again, I did have a different team, a more offensive team, I want to say, than I did last time. Last time I had to really keep up rocks because I had Volcarona, but this time, that's not the case. Alright, so game plan here. Magearna, win. Wow. Yes. Okay, I need to start speaking in like sentences. But Magearna actually just destroys my opponent. Holy crap, man. It actually does. You know what? Tapu Lele plus Mega Alakazam is a really good combo. I'm going to lead off with Dugtrio because if he leads off with any of the back row, as I want to call them, I get off some massive damage on them. I gotta go hard Greninja here, to be honest, but we're just going to Earthquake. I would love to have this for Tyranitar, but I'm not so worried about T-Tar. I'm not super worried about T-Tar. We can go route to Greninja, and I think just get up a Spike. Because I expect him to go Ferrothorn. Yep, and I want to show that we're Protean, so the HP Fire is definitely something that can come out here. You should fear the HP Fire, in my opinion. Then what would you even go out to on this Mon? I kind of want to just weaken this guy with Dark Pulse. He does fear the HP Fire, which is why he goes out into his Tyranitar. But Tyranitar takes a little bit of chip damage, which means that later on Flash Cannon will be able to deal with him. Also, Tyranitar isn't switching to Greninja. Like, this is Greninja, man. Yeah. So Tyranitar is gone. I don't know if that was his rocker. It could be Landorus, but basically half these Mons are gone. And if he wants to go out to Zam, oh god, and trace my Protean, I'm hard switching. Hell yeah. You cannot trace my Protean, my friend. No, that's busted. That is broken. But yeah, Shift Gear Magearna should be able to win this game. I could set up on Alakazam, even on Gengar. So there's a Zam. You are, no way am I letting you trace my Protean with this monster. Hell no. Hell no. So, you can trace my Misty Surge, I don't care about that. Yeah, nice side shot, smart play. Getting off a little bit of chip damage on me. And what we'll do is we'll just, I think Nature's Madness, because if he goes Ferrothorn or even Gengar, that's great. We get off like half, or exactly half rather. We get off half on this Mon. So, revenge killing Gengar, I have to be very careful. I'm just going to go for Whirlpool. As he goes for Trick. Nice. So, he's going to be forced to kill me. If I do connect. No. Why did I say if I do connect? Why? I don't understand why I said that play. Because he's Scarf, I'm thinking he might have HP Ice. I don't want to go. You know what? Let's just go for game. I don't see a reason not to. Let's just go for game. I'll shift gear up. His team doesn't have anything for this Mon anyway. Ferrothorn will probably go down. You cannot trick Z-Mons. So, nice. We'll be able to go for a Flash Cannon now. Either get a free hit on Ferrothorn or knock out Gengar. Either way, we get our +1. If he does go Ferrothorn, beautiful. So, get a nice Splash Cannon off on it. I don't care if you double back out into anything because a regular Focus Blast should be able to deal with you anyway. So we're going to go right for all-out pummeling. That was back on the Gengar. Very good play on his part, but like I said, the spike damage plus my Flash Cannon plus one I'm going to get, Focus Blast will be able to kill you. Gonna suck that I have to go for Focus Blast over all-out pummeling, yeah, but it will be able to kill you. So, and I'll still get my Soul Heart at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter if you go Ferrothorn here. Because again, Focus Blast will just be able to kill you. After the Flash Cannon, especially after a crit. I mean, I was killing you anyway with Focus Blast. I'm trying my best to be very quiet because I don't want to say I have to rely on Focus Blast to hit. Nice. Nice. So beautiful damage on that Landers. We're going to switch out to our own Landers here though. Because I can, again, just set up later, but I do need rocks to be able to knock him out. The +1. Yeah, he goes right for Earthquake. That's fair. I do need rocks to be able to knock him out. As he does go route to Ferrothorn, we do have rocks up, so that's going to be pressuring all of his team. That just Calm Mind Zam, and he traces my Contrary on Serperior, which is easily my best play, by the way. Going hard Serperior. And I think I can just go right for the HP Fire here. Not mess around with this threat. Nice, we don't have to hit any Focus Blast anymore. And I should be able to shift gear up on anything, really. If you want to go Lando, Lando will be taking Stealth Rock damage that I need to be able to beat it for Flash Cannon. Also, at +2, I do set up on you. I think I just want to Leech Seed because this means that Magearna can set up on this guy really safely. Yep. So Magearna should be able to set up on him. In theory, Magearna should be able to set up on him. Or you could just go hard Lando. But either way, Magearna can set up on something, which is what I want to do. Yeah, he goes for Shadow Ball. So I will be getting my +1 now. And get a little bit of recovery back on that. And once I get that kill on once I get this +1, I kill Lando with rocks up. Or he can't even switch in on anything. He can't switch into anything. Hazards don't kill Gengar. And I get my +1, give him my Soul Heart. Oh, he gets the disable on me though. Nice. Nice. That was the game plan, I see. Or maybe it wasn't, but it just ended up working out that way. I think I can still shift gear up though. The spike is just going to be annoying. But we have to go for HP Ice here. As he goes Lele. Hopefully HP Ice at 10%, I'm assuming it's going to be enough to knock it out. Yep. And now Zam can come out. I don't know how well... Are you Calm Mind, Zam? Because I want to go for Earthquake. Get off some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful damage. If you're Scarf, sacking Greninja is the better play. That way you can't click Earthquake with your Mon. Yeah, sacking Greninja is definitely the best play. Allow him to knock me out. I doubt he's taunt on his last move. Focus Blast. If Focus Blast does knock me out, it might be able to. Even Psychic might be able to. I don't even know. I don't even know if you have it. HP Fire? What's your last move? Taunt? It is HP Fire and he gets a crit. Come on. That doesn't matter. Let's see. I got Kazam. How strong is Psychic and Psychic Terrain anyway? Does that even matter on Magearna? I don't even know. But you know it did matter. The Cursed Body, because I just won the game. That didn't matter. But either way, yeah, that's the game. I just want if people say Cursed Body on Gar is a bad ability. Cursed Body just saved my opponent. Anyway, he did play it well though. At least like playing around the all-out pummeling and whatnot. But still, like that game was completely mine if I didn't get Cursed Body there. Maybe I should have went for Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt actually would have been the smarter play. That was my fault. But I didn't want him going out into Landers. Then again, even if it was Landers, I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah, I should have went for Thunderbolt there. So that was my play, my fault. I could have played around. Hey, I could have played around that. I think I got a little bit better. We're gonna lead off with Greninja because it kind of busts through my opponent's team. Still makes me sad though. Oh, thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Yeah, it still does make me sad that Austria. Ooh, you too. Serperior is not bad in this at all. As I can knock out Torn, which isn't too. Actually, yeah, that's really difficult. Wow, that's very difficult to knock out Tornadus. Leads off a Gastrodon, which I cannot touch. He can Scald me. We're gonna go Feeny. I don't want to go for a Spike and have him Scald me. His Defogger might be Mew or Scizor. Yeah, if I went for a Spike, that would have been super effective. So we're gonna take half. We are going to take half of his health. If I were him, I'd go Tornadus, yep, to knock me off. Very smart play. Very smart play. Who are you knocking off? Hold up, I'm joining this. That's annoying. Seeing everybody join in. Route to Magearna we go though. Yeah, on the knockoff, because we could tank that. And we'll just throw off a Flash Cannon here. You should definitely not stay in. You should U-turn it out of there. You lose Tornadus, you lose the Serperior. You gotta acknowledge that. Maybe I should Thunderbolt because I don't know. You definitely should acknowledge though that if you lose Tornadus, you lose the Serperior. Or if you lose Tornadus, excuse me, you lose Serperior. You should U-turn. Or Hard Switch, that works too. Goes right out into Mew. Is it Will-O-Wisp Mew? Can you even touch me for this turn? You can't even touch me. I just go for a double Flash Cannon here. Yeah, I don't mind you going out to this. I'm going to get off damage on you if you want to U-turn. I will get off some damage with Thunderbolt. As he roosts, which is definitely fair. If I was Glare Serperior, this would be a lot easier too. But yeah, we go Landorus on the BP. I'm hoping that this is Scizor's a standard U-turn one. But if this is Defogger, well, he still can't stay in even if it is his Defogger. I think that Rocks plus Tapu Fini is really good versus him though. It's actually extremely good versus him. Let's see what type of. So he goes for Defog immediately. That's fair, but I mean, I have more Rocks than you have Defog. And if you U-turn, you'll be taking not only the Rocky Helmet, but yep, all that damage. So I'll take that. Goes out into his Gastrodon. We can just U-turn it out of there. Doesn't matter what switch he makes. I'll always be able to go out to my Tapu Fini and beat this. Well, not beat this, but do some damage anyway. So I'll be able to go Tapu Fini here on the Quake. And what I want to do is actually double out into my Greninja, expecting him to want to go out into his Tornadus again. Or Scizor. This works too, because I could have HP Fire. I don't think I have made the Scizor play because I could have Nature's Madness and then taunted. I'm going to spike up though, expecting him to switch, fearing the HP Fire. Yep. So we're going to be able to do some massive damage to Scizor whenever it comes back in. That's why I didn't understand why he went Scizor that first turn. But we'll go Serperior now because there's one more turn of Misty Terrain and I force out I force in I force out the the Tornadus, which is what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna double out into Greninja. I force in the Tornadus. I force out the Gastrodon. I'm so sorry, but Greninja being in, I do not have Ice Beam. Oh, good lord, no. Whatever, Dark Pulse is a better play. If I had Ice Beam here, I'd knock him out. I don't have Ice Beam though, so we're gonna go for Dark Pulse. Thought I had Ice Beam the entire time. Crap. Either way, he still has to acknowledge the fact that if he loses Tornadus, he loses the game. So, and this is gonna do a ton to Gastrodon. Gastrodon stays on the defensive if I go for this, and I get a crit, unfortunately, for my opponent. So, yeah, Gastrodon might just go down for Greninja, depending on rolls. That sucks. But I mean, I was staying in to go for Dark Pulse anyway because Gastrodon was on the turn where it had to go for Recover. So we get rid of Gastrodon, which means I can now spam Water moves. And Greninja is still a giant issue for my opponent. By the way, Gastrodon being gone opens up the door ridiculously for Magearna. Hard Landorus on the Terrakion if it goes for SD. Good play. I always U-turn though. Gets up rocks. Smart. But we always U-turn again, keeping up offensive momentum. As he goes Tornadus. Nice. Do I shift gear now? I don't think I shift gear now. I think I just hard Thunderbolt. I think we go right for Thunderbolt. Because even if he gets the regen back, I just need to keep him low. He gets a burn on me, unfortunate. But we keep him low, which is the good part, or which is what I wanted to do. And we'll just follow it up with a Flash Cannon. That's a U-turns. So yeah, basically what I wanted to do there was keep him low for regen, which is why I went for Thunderbolt. And he doesn't have a Flash Cannon switching. Like if he goes Scizor, it's not going to be able to take Flash Cannon plus all-out pummeling. So if I were him, I'd go right for BP. I get a Spadef drop. Does that even matter? I'm all-out pummeling anyway. It didn't matter because I was all-out pummeling anyway. I'm definitely faster than this Scizor. I'm 100% faster than this Scizor. Yeah. And all I got to do is keep Tornadus low to win. Tornadus is still going to be a threat, but Dugtrio, when it comes out now, it's going to be a problem for Tornadus. I kind of wish we had answers to that. Just go for all-out pummeling here. Yeah, BP is smart. Trying to think about the best player right here. And it has to be Greninja. Like, there's no way it's not Greninja. So we Dark Pulse on whatever wants to come out. Actually, can I Extrasensory? I think Stab Life or Extrasensory at -1 will be able to knock out. Yeah, and I don't want him going to Terrakion. I'm positive this will be able to knock him out. It becomes Stab after all. And I didn't want him going to Terrakion, it being like Scarf Stealth Rock. So Scizor goes down, which means my hazards are here to stay. Unless I want them gone. He should think Ice Beam as the last move as well. He should definitely think Ice Beam as the last move. What set are you? Yeah, I'm not risking you being random Scarf. Are you actually random Scarf, or are you actually Scarf Rocks? If you are a king. Oh no, he was just doubling around, expecting. Maybe he was Scarf Rocks, but I don't know. Either way, we go Landers here, and with Grassy Terrain up, we kind of just click Leaf Storm with Serperior after U-turning now. Yeah, I don't think that saves you. Oh, I might. But we can go right on to Serperior, not only get the leftovers plus his own Grassy Terrain boost. Can Leaf Storm to break his sub, get our boost. Are you Z move? He is Z move, all out pummeling. Maybe I should have. Oh, Condor Crush. Didn't kill though. Not bad. Not bad. And I actually want to sub, expecting him to want to switch and sack his maybe Terrakion. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Because this is one of his main mons that can actually like deal with Landers. So I expect him to switch there. Sacking Mew is good too. This does give me a sub as well as Grassy Terrain. Unless you're Scarf Mew. And I still do get up a sub versus Serperior. And whatnot. So let's hope we can hit this. I hate saying stuff like that. We do end up connecting nice. Get our +4. And let me just absorb that last bit of boost from the Grassy Terrain. You know what I'm saying? Just that last little bit of boost. Were you actually Scarf Rocks on Terrakion? That boy was actually Scarf Rocks on Terrakion. And we missed. Fitting. No, I have to sack this and Leaf Storm. I can't risk him doubling. I don't care if I have 2 resists or answers. I cannot risk him doubling. Yep. He does double out to Bulu. Expecting my Landers. And I feel like he had to make a play like that. Or we can just keep missing, but my Serperior is still getting a little bit of recovery. And Leaf Storm still kills, so I don't really care. Well, I guess HP Fire kills too. I might as well not risk that. Because HP Fire should be able to kill Tornadus at +4. Also kills this, and it will kill Terrakion if it comes back in on hazards. We're +4, so. I don't think it won't kill. It was actually Scarf Rocks Terrakion. I'm glad I didn't risk that earlier. Unless I'm min speed on my Serperior for some reason. I shouldn't be. But yeah. Nice. Bulu's gone. And I have a Memento Dugtrio on the back. I also have Greninja, which just comes in after. So even if, let's say, he didn't connect with that, it didn't matter. Because I go Greninja now, and I click Extra Sensory, and I get my health back, which is going to be amazing, too. But we click Extra Sensory right here, which knocks out Terrakion, or Tornadus. Yep. And I have Scarf Ducksher in the back to be able to deal with Terrakion. So it doesn't matter what attack it goes for. Though I will wait for the Grassy Terrain to end. Actually going hard Landers right here because Grassy Terrain doesn't. For whatever reason. I can't lose this game anyway. Even if he hit that Rock Slide, there was no way I was losing it. And I had Scarf Ducksher in the back, so good game, dude. Nice. The Gastrodon crit definitely helped me. I don't know about the Spit F drop on Scizor because I would have been able to beat it with all out pummeling anyway. That was the plan. His Bulu too was really cool. But yeah, I actually, earlier on in the generation, I was supposed to use a Serperior named Gizmo and Serperior plus Bulu as the core itself. Oh, this guy's the Bulu too. I appreciate that, bro. Anyway, once I trap Dugtrio, I should be good with Serperior. So we're going to lead Landers. Landers matches up well versus the majority of his team, as I think he thought the exact same. I still want my rocks up no matter what. Surprisingly hard switching to Keldeo though, but I definitely want my rocks up. Also, Magearna matches up very well. I could see him doubling out into Bulu, but I'm going Tapu Fini anyway. Looks like I switched first, so he didn't double on the Icy Wind. Nice. What if he got my Serperior? That'd be funny. What we can actually do is go Magearna here, expecting him to want to go out to Bulu. Yep. Nice. Give me a little bit of terrain on my Magearna. I like that. Keep up a little bit of offensive momentum. Oh, it's leftovers Bulu too. That's good to know. I mean, I don't see a reason not to Flash Cannon. I can't trap him because of Grassy Terrain, which is why Grassy Terrain plus that is really good. Heat Ran is really good plus Grassy Terrain. And we'll just Thunderbolt here. I want to weaken Scizor. And if he roosts, that's fine too. I recover, and if he U-turns, he stays low. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is actually just stall out his Grassy Terrain. So, and as well as keeping him low for Dark Pulse from Greninja. And it is Defog Scizor, okay. Plus potentially the para chance of this Zygarde comes out, which is smart as well. Though again, Landers gets to come in. How much is Scizor? Scizor's at 71. I like that. I like that Scizor so low. But I get to go Landers. He's probably banded 1,000 arrows. Yeah, it's banded damage. Once again, rocks are going up. Because as much as I want to keep up momentum and whatnot, I think this is the better play. Also, I believe I can just U-turn because I'm smacked down. Actually, that's actually not as helpful for me as I would like. He could sub-seed on me. I'm gonna U-turn anyway. I'm going hard, Serp. I have enough. You're giving me boost right here. I don't want you Whirlwind Bulu. Wow. Is this VGC? At least I get rid of his terrain, but is this VGC? Holy crap. What just happened? I love how my Landers just got healed. We're going to double out into our Magearna here. On the Horn Leech. Nice. Smart. And what I want to do is actually Thunderbolt, expecting him to want to go out into Scizor. Because Thunderbolt into All Out Pummeling. Oh, I should have just All Out Pummeling if he was going to go Heat Ran. But let's see if we see leftovers. No. We do not. Greninja's so good with spikes here, though. I'm going hard Greninja, forget it. Like, Greninja's too good with spikes. Greninja actually dunks on him with spikes up. So, we're going to Extra Sensory here, expecting him to want to risk his Keldeo. Yep. Keldeo is usually like the hard switch to Greninja. And if this was Scarf Keldeo, it is now gone. Beautiful. Keldeo being gone. I don't know if he has a revenge killer now for my Greninja. Amazing. So Keldeo being gone is so good for Serperior in the back. But it's literally Keldeo and Heatran. Yeah, that's the whole game. That was literally the whole game. Because Keldeo is his way of revenge killing this mon. And now whenever Serperior comes in, Heatran's already low. I can just sub-seed on it and beat it 1v1. Yeah, that's pretty much how the game would have went. Like the game, I'm not going to lie. If I was in that position, I probably would have forfeited too. Because I think the game was over at that point. Like the game's not over till it's over, but he just loses to Flash Cannon, me clicking Flash Cannon, all out pummeling. I don't even need Dugtrio to trap ever. But just getting rid of Greninja that turn, Keldeo that turn was really good for Greninja. But in any case, guys, we're going to end there. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. A little bit sad about that one game, but it's okay. That's the game we play. I mean, you guys know I get lucky on the ladder. Unfortunately, that luck doesn't like follow me to tournaments. At least not this year with SPL. But in any case, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I appreciate all the continuous support. I'm trying my best. I hope you guys see to upload twice a day as well as do streams at least 4 to 5 times a week. I'm doing my best to do both. So thank you everybody for the continued support. We're actually heading towards we're heading towards 7 years on YouTube on the 15th. So that's awesome. But yeah, goodbye friends.